And finally, in Economy Watch tonight, it's getting harder and harder for some people to retire, living on a tight budget, trying to make ends meet. But add to that the added burden of having to raise children again. More and more grandparents nationwide and here in the Valley are having to raise their grandchildren. News 10's Gina Glero sat down with one couple about how their life is impacted by the new role.
When Elaine and Jim Herring were planning for retirement, they never imagined this is how they'd spend their time.
If anybody would have told me 10 years ago I'd be attempting to raise a 3-year-old, or at the time, 1.5, I would have told them they were crazy.
At ages 63 and 65, the Herrings are raising their grandson, Landon, and it's more common than you'd think. Several millions of grandparents across the nation are taking up the role, mostly due to the high divorce rate and the poor economy. But at a personal level, it can take an emotional toll.
He's up at between 8 and 8:30 every morning, and he starts in wanting this, wanting that, doing this, doing that, and if you don't get up, then the house is a total disaster.
At their age, the Herrings are making a big sacrifice, giving up the joys they should be experiencing in retirement.
We'd like to go up to Anderson and watch the horse races. We just don't go.
He comes first.
He comes first. First, last, and always.
But it's not easy on them financially either, between extra food, clothes, medicine, doctor appointments, and soon school.
We just don't have any extra.
But when they look past the stress and financial strain, they see the ultimate payoff, getting to spend quality time with their grandson.
I'll say, "I love you, Mama," and he'll do the same to his grandpa. And, that's the reward.
So through the ups and downs, the Herrings are thankful their grandson has a loving home with them. In Terre Haute, Gina Glero, News 10.
Now here's something interesting. A new Los Angeles-based placement agency, Rent a Grandma, is expanding nationwide. Employees screen women 50 years old or older as caregivers for children.